Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Adjacent by Night. It's a Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, and this is episode 2. Some weird stuff happened at the end of the last episode, accidentally. That explains why Sam isn't here. We love you, Sam. Come back soon.
We miss you.
As a warning, this is a mature game that explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable, please pause and step away. Our streams are going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. First, thank you to our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, which I totally didn't get ready for because I grabbed the wrong thing. So we're going to go with Gangrel this week. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice on their link, which will be over there, I think. Patrick, correct me if I'm wrong.
Other direction.
Over there.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So go click on that link, buy some dice. The Gangrel ones I've got here, the blood dice. Speaking of blood dice, buy our merch.
What?
Yeah. And it's all bloody too. Look.
Ooh.
Really like that design.
It's a metaphor for the blood that vampires drink.
Thanks, Brennan.
Yes.
Can you define metaphor for me?
No.
Also, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game, from dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And I have the Gangrel one. Brandon.
Sorry, I was fanging and banging.
And also our other sponsor. No, I'm kidding. There's nobody else. It's just the Buy Our Merch sponsor.
Our other sponsor, us.
Our other sponsor, us.
We're not in the actual play business. We're in the t-shirt selling business. Thank you very much.
And now it's time to introduce our vampires. So, we're going to throw Sam's stats up in the chat. Go to her link tree, click on all the stuff, follow all the things that are in there, and let's go with Brennan.
Hello, I'm Brennan. I'll be playing Charlotte, the Venture. Nothing bad is going on, so we're just going to keep on looking at hotels until we find a 5-star one.
Actually, I'll get to that in a little bit, but the record producer has actually found you a 6-star. I'm just setting you up in that.
Finally.
But that's in just a minute.
Ugh.
Zach.
Still in this garbage heap.
I'm Zachary Vowder. I'm playing Charlie Lawrence Malkavian. We are starting the clock for when Charlie just fucking loses it right about now.
We're only starting it now?
It's episode to episode.
Okay.
Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill. I'm playing Harley, the Nosferatu. This is not my fault. I had a job. I did my job. Not my fucking fault.
Patrick,
Yeah.
as a storyteller,
Yeah.
I've run a fair chunk of games, a lot of games, really.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what players say it's not their fault?
When it's actually their fault. And remember, when you point your fingers, you're pointing 3 back.
Nothing like that.
You learned.
Get the knife hand. Knife hand.
Speaking of pointing fingers, Lex,
Hi, I'm Lex. I'll be playing Cassandra the Toreador. And I don't care whose fault it is. All that matters is that we never let Elena live down her kidnapping ever.
That's fair. If she's alive, yeah, never mind.
Imagine getting kidnapped, honestly.
Like a loser, she's practically Princess Peach now.
Oh, I got kidnapped.
And
Oh, won't
I'm-
someone big and strong save me?
Okay, I'll do it.
Wow. Sam is probably going to be watching this in the chat, being like, stop it, you guys.
Stop
You're
it,
hurting
you
my
guys!
feelings.
Stop it, you guys!
Stop it. I'm Elena. Stop
I am Elena. Top of the morning to you.
Why do you all sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Down.
Making fun of me.
Oh, we're off to a
Time to play a
fabulous
game.
start.
It's called Who's Your Daddy and What Does He Do? And I'm Storyteller Steve. Buy my merch. Okay, that's enough shilling. So when last we saw these intrepid vampires, something happened. They ended up in Seattle after stuff that was entirely not their fault. A little bit their fault. And they made landfall. They went to meet Prince Cross, the ever so understanding and happy Venture Prince. They split up from there, and some of them went to make a deal with a record producer to try to get an album done and make sure that they had funding and resources for a bunch of stuff to take care of the boat. And the other two, Elena and Harley, went to, see if they could get some stuff on the boat to make sure that they're not at all hungry. That went south, as when Harley, after finishing making the deal, came out of the blood area, and Elena got staked, and they disappeared into a puff of shadow. Of the magic shadow. So we're going to open up this particular scene, starting with the surprised look on Harley or Corey's face. I don't know if we're doing Corey or Harley.
He's still Corey right now.
Okay. The surprised look on Corey's face. See, this is confusing. This is like the entire C team all over again. Everybody's just going to name themselves C words, and it's going to confuse the fuck out of me, and then they're going to give me crap for not remembering any of their C names.
I can think of a C word for you.
Oh, no, she's not here tonight.
Whoa!
I'm so glad she's not here because I would be dead.
Wow. Somewhere Sam is on set undoing something, and you hear like a and she gets the knife in the back. So Corey is surprised.
Harley, Corey, just kind of stands there. He's taking a second to process what actually happened. I preemptively made my frenzy check prior.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, and I got 3 successes on that. So
Okay. Yeah, you're not entirely frenzying, but this is one of those kind of like higher difficulty rolls where it's like you just made that check.
all right, so they've just poofed, vanished. They're gone. There's no.
Yeah.
They're okay.
There is nothing. But you hear the squealing of tires.
How many people are on the street right now?
There aren't any.
I'm soaring, leaping towards the direction of the tires, and
What's an awareness?
okay.
It's kind of loud city. There's fires and stuff going on.
And
A
I'm
lot
at,
of echoey
yeah.
stuff going on.
I'm at hunger 3 right now, if memory serves.
only there was a place to easily get blood nearby.
I didn't burn that bridge yet, technically, so that's 3 successes.
3 successes. You're figuring like, okay, it probably came from over here, like over to your left.
Okay. And then I'm soaring, leaping. I'm going.
What is your? Go ahead.
I'm going for distance versus height.
Okay.
I've got strength.
Horizontal.
Yep. I got. Let's see here.
What is your potence rating?
I've got potence of 3 with prowess, strength 2, athletics 1.
Potence of 3. So that'd be like, I think 15, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. 15 meters.
15 meters. It's a pretty good fucking long jump, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
No, not dominate. Don't need that. So it's
Not
15
yet.
meters across. So you're easily able to jump. Kind of like, this is kind of like a dingy, beat up, like the neon sign isn't that great. It's kind of like a back alley of a back alley. So
Gotcha.
you're easily able to like leap kind of into the alley proper, and you can see like there's a white van that is like squealing away from you.
Take out my phone. I'm going to snap a picture of the van.
Okay.
And I'm going to try soaring, leaping one more time to keep up.
Give me a dex and I want to say athletics.
Okay.
Actually, let's go with strength and athletics.
Thank you. All right. 3. I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna rouse strength. We gotta get home. All right.
Do you though?
Well... that is 1 success. Prowess gives me 3 after the fact, so 4 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you leap after the vehicle. I'm assuming you're kind of like dive tackling kind of look.
I'm
trying
gonna
to get a hold of it.
Yep, I'm trying to grab bumper. Yeah, anything that I can get my hands on, if I can do it.
You do in fact grab the bumper. Because you're lucky that I let dice roll where they do, because I re-rolled willpower with 3, and one of the willpower rolls actually knocked one of the successes over to being not success anymore.
Ah, nice.
Hilarious.
All right,
Lame.
so I got my hand on the bumper.
And you're getting dragged, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just barely able to latch on.
You know what? Is there a license plate on the back of this van?
There is. It's like covered in dirt, but yeah, it's...
I'm gonna grab the license plate. I'm gonna rip it off the back, and I'm just gonna tuck and roll. I'm not going to do the crazy stupid thing and try to keep up with this. This is not gonna happen. But I'm gonna try to get the license plate off the van.
Okay. Give me a... Yeah, let's go for strength and athletics again, because
Okay.
you're ripping it off and then you're gonna tuck and roll.
That's another 4 thanks to prowess.
The 4 with prowess. Let's say you take a superficial damage, kind of
Okay.
a little bit of road rash as you're spinning.
Ah! God damn it! Ah! Pop that shoulder back in. All right. I'm taking out my phone and I'm calling Charlie.
Charlie.
So Charlie's at which hotel are we at now? You two? We make our way over to the new hotel, or are we in
Yeah,
the
you'd
old hotel?
probably be en route to the new hotel at this point, like full, decked out limo with like champagne and everything in the back.
Okay, so we're just in the limo. Pick up phone. Hey, they gave us a limo and like a bigger, fancier hotel.
Problem.
What? What problem? What problem?
Elena's gone. We got jumped.
What do you mean gone?
She's staked. Umbra took her.
Where are you?
I look up nearest. If I have to go on the main street proper to grab a cross address, or at least a cross intersection, I will. Address, general location.
I immediately just put the phone down and just slide across the limo to the divider for the driver and just tell him we need to pick somebody up at this address.
So it'd probably be, it'd probably be near the gum wall. So it'd be around Pike Street and 4th Avenue, give or take.
So yeah,
So
just
we're
slide across the
going
street.
to the new hotel then?
Not yet.
Why?
I'm just back on the phone already.
White van, license plate
Communication.
number, blah.
Wow.
Heading down whatever street that we were
That
last
way.
on.
We're on the way to you. We'll see if we see it.
All right.
I'm hanging up before he even finishes.
I'm gonna text Charlie back. Bring my laptop.
They went to go meet up with the contact that Harley had, and now Elena got taken by somebody.
He had one job.
Elena got taken? That is not where my bet was.
Elena got he said she got staked. And
Well, that's
taken.
pretty big for you.
There's a white van that took her, and we're heading in that direction to get him. And then we're going to follow the van.
Do you think it's Daddy Lasombra coming for her already? After that note?
I don't think he would use a white van, but I don't know.
Well, I'm sure we'll solve this problem like we solve all of our problems.
With gratuitous violence?
Yes, we will.
Yay.
I'm just eyes out the window looking to see if a white van goes by, like on our way to pick up Harley.
Yay, wits and awareness.
Okay. That is that many dice. 3 successes.
You don't see a white van.
Okay. And then pretty much the moment we pull up to the intersection, the doors open before the car even stops.
Sir, you can't,
Keep driving.
He's gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll give you a tip.
oh, all right.
Just my hand's already out the door, like just waiting to grab Harley. Not even bother to stop.
I will, of course, get. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm not giving the car enough time to come to a stop. As soon as the doors open, I'm climbing in. I would have liked to have engaged in a brief text conversation with Cleopatra while they were en route.
Okay.
I would have gotten a hold of her on ShrekNet. Hello, ma'am. We have a problem.
And this definitely comes across in the text message like, hello, darling.
Hi, longtime fan, first time texter.
Don't feel the need to exist on ceremony. But please go on.
Possible Sabat abduction of one of my friends.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Where is the biggest Sabat hideout in town right now?
Oh, that'd be the the east side, actually.
Thank you.
And she gives you kind of a general, like you get a message that's like a screenshot of like a Google Maps type thing, and
Okay.
there's kind of like an area that's circled,
Okay.
almost as if she like did the markup of the like screenshot.
Gotcha. All right.
Somewhere in here, darling.
Thank you. We'll
Oh,
try.
don't mention it.
We'll try to keep collateral damage to a minimum.
Oh, don't worry about that. There aren't any Nosferatu in that area.
Thumbs up emoji, and then the limo.
Which way? Which way? Which way? Which way?
All right,
Which
hold
way?
on. Shh, quiet. Quiet. All right. You can see Harley he's closed his eyes and he's starting to focus. I don't think anyone's actually seen him use any blood magic in front of them before, but he's kind of tracing some brief like hand gestures, and okay, I've got her.
Which way?
And I start, Harley is going to start, he's going to keep his eyes closed, but I'm focusing on that connection to the bloodstone that is still miraculously up. And I'm going to just start calling out directions.
That's a neat trick.
Right.
Push Harley across the street up like against the windows. Go. This is your GPS now, and just sit back down.
That's weird, but okay, sure.
Straight. Go
The
straight.
tap.
I'm going straight.
Right.
Yeah, I can't turn right.
Turn right, damn it!
I can't turn right on this intersection.
The next fucking block. Turn right.
Is he okay?
No,
you
keep
guys
turning.
need like
No.
Follow the directions, please.
adrenaline shot to the heart or something, maybe.
No, he's up.
Won't help.
All right. And he turns right eventually.
And I'm just gonna stay zoned out until I can triangulate a new vibe tracking the bloodstone.
It's like when you fuck up with Google Maps and it's like, oh, you want this one now? No, I wanted the other one. Go back.
It's the thing that I gave you, ma'am. Do you still have yours?
Oh, the tracking device.
Yes.
I guess it was fortunate that Elena got captured and not you.
Wait, what? Are you guys like...
Shut up and
Is there
fucking
something?
drive.
We're LARPers.
What? Wait, what? Kidnapped? LARPers?
Yeah, this is how we get off, okay? We're role playing.
Oh.
Just shut up and take the tip when we're done.
Left.
All right, I guess I'll go left. Do you guys like boffer LARP or something? Like, is this like a...
No more words. Bigger tip.
We're gonna be going straight for a while. Okay. All right, just keep going straight. I'll let you know when we need to change direction.
And he nods. He's not saying anything.
Storyteller, what direction are we heading right now?
You're headed east.
Of course we are.
Thought it would be east.
How did this happen?
Okay, give me a second. All right. I went to go make an arrangement for road snacks. And that went okay. I need $1 million in cash, by the way.
Okay.
She stayed hidden across the street to keep an eye out. I came out and she got ambushed. They got her from so La Zombra, they were doing the ooky spooky crap. They got out. They got her from behind.
And they caught her when she was hidden?
She wasn't fully ooky spooky. She came out of it.
Oh, interesting. And they got
That's a
past her
weird
whole
choice.
fancy rib cage thing.
That was from behind. They got her from behind, not from the front.
Why didn't she put it in the back?
Yeah, don't ribs like cage?
Well,
Yeah.
you can thank Alexandra for that and his
Yeah.
wonderful craftsmanship.
It's gonna be so awesome for you when you get to say "I told you so."
I think we kind of already said that.
I roll the privacy partition up. Sabat. We're heading towards Sabat turf. It's the Sabat.
Maybe it really was Daddy La Sombra then.
You know that thing isn't soundproof, right?
We're LARPers.
Are they not?
Sabat Shalom.
It's Shabbat Shalom. What, I studied
I don't
Hebrew?
think he cares.
What do we know about the ones in this area?
This is like Sabat Central. At least according to the person that I got my information from.
So much for getting away from the Sabat, then.
Well, we were never supposed to be here for an extended period of time.
No.
We also weren't supposed to leave notes.
That is very true.
Charlie, did you bring my laptop?
Did you bring your laptop off the boat when we left to go visit the prince?
No.
And no, I did not bring your laptop. We have not been back to the boat.
That would have put
Because-
us pretty far behind you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was hoping I was going to be able to get into the DMV and look up this license plate, and I'd toss it over to Charlie.
Do you not have a phone?
I don't have the scripts on my phone to do what I need to do.
And I just
You
text the
kidnap
license
somebody
plate.
with a real license plate?
I just text the license plate to my black market contact. Do you have any lookup? And just drop the license plate on the floor.
It'll take a bit of time.
Okay.
So more than likely it's probably a rental. But that gives us a start. Storyteller, how's my tracking sense?
It seems to be leading you in the right direction.
Okay. Any need for a course correction?
Yeah, this left.
All right, I roll the partition back down. Left. Now.
Yeah, you can't tell me that like in the middle of an intersection.
The next fucking block, you jackass.
All right, fine.
Jesus Christ, would have had better luck with a fucking Uber.
We're already in the limo.
This works.
At least this guy can't give us a bad rating.
Good point.
Uber's not allowed. Uber's not
Wait.
allowed to break from their address.
They can rate us?
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
Imagine being rated by an Uber driver.
That is kind of... Yeah, that is a little... But I personally wouldn't want to keep driving for me if I treated a driver like this, so... whatever. He's disposable. Put on my...
everyone who drives a car.
Yeah, do any of us actually... When was the last time you actually drove a car, ma'am? Just curious.
I don't know, the 60s?
I
Yeesh.
like driving.
Well, do your cars end up like your boat?
Not all
Oh,
of
I don't
them.
have cannons in my boat.
No, I look over to Charlie.
June 1986.
I never even got my actual license.
Me neither.
Ah, that would be a fun episode.
Teaching me how to drive, that would be like...
Does that mean I have to teach you how to drive?
Yeah.
Do you even know how to drive stick?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Look,
Not it.
well, you wanna make the big show of knowing how to drive manual. I guess you're gonna be the one to teach me how to drive. Next city.
Yeah, you're the only one who knows the way around a stick.
Fine, but you have to steal the car for when you crash it.
That's fine. Look,
What are we doing? What are we doing when we get there?
I'm going to yield to whatever you all want to come up with, because you know me, if I had my way, everyone in that building would be fucking dead.
Yeah, about that. So we're trying to keep a low profile. I know, Charlie.
I know.
Harley. You guys are super excited about going in there guns a-blazing and just killing everyone. Maybe let's try and be a little bit more tactful.
Tact works for me, but I can't guarantee that him and I are going to be able to keep our insides from becoming outsides and making messes.
I
Oh, I
have a
can
very
fix that.
limited window.
So,
I can help with that.
Yeah, she could keep you guys in line, on leash, whatever.
that's still in place with me, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah. I'm good. Actually, you know what you need to do if you need to, and I've got no problem with you doing it if you need to.
Charlie.
We'll have to be quick going in and sorting things out.
Let's let ma'am, if you wanted to start with the talking first, probably that would maybe be the better option to start.
Let's avoid making a scene, and then we can get out of here quietly.
Do we know that they don't know who we are?
Well, I mean, it is us, and I honestly don't know if they are gonna have our dossiers, so to speak.
You look different.
If they took Elena and it's the Sabat, they're gonna know all of us. If they took Elena and it's Seattle people, they're at least gonna know Harley Corey over here.
Not like that. They won't.
Right,
Yeah, it probably doesn't take much to put like 2 and 2 together that we came in with Elena wrapped around you, and then we all split up and started doing really sketchy things. And he's a Nosferatu, so even if you didn't do the ooky spooky skin stuff, he could still have done it with his own
right.
brain power.
Yeah, I'm not that good with it. I should probably.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
The simple fact of the matter is they targeted Elena one way or the other. The rest of us have been attached to her for like a year.
Hey, do you think that Kara in the Elysium, do you think she might have known the scarf thing?
She grabbed.
Yes.
She grabbed it.
Yeah, I figured that was really obvious to everyone.
You're not supposed to be able to do that.
Hell, she might be a secret Lasombra herself. We don't know. We're not from here.
We'll take care of that. I'm gonna text Cleopatra.
Yes, darling.
Kara, Elysium, who is that?
There's like a long pause of the kind of ... someone's typing something thing. And then it stops. And then it starts again, and then it stops, and it starts again, and then it stops, and then you get a text that just says, "It'd be better if I called."
I text her my number.
She already has your number. You're texting her.
That was over the ShrekNet messenger, yo. That was
Okay.
that was over ShrekNet, so I would text her my number now.
I mean, she'd already have it anyway. She's
Oh yeah,
Nosferatu in the
that's
area.
true.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah, before you like send on the actual text of your number, because you're like, yeah, I'll just give her my number. Your phone rings.
I answer it and I put her on speaker.
Harley, darling.
Hello, mate.
Darling?
Hello.
Darling.
It's
Hello.
Cleopatra.
And I mute it for a second. Nosferatu Primogen. Unmute.
Got handsome for 5 minutes and you got a new girlfriend.
I'll take that as a win.
That must be, let me see if I have my notes correct. That must be, I'm guessing, Charlotte.
Did she just dox me? Is that doxing?
That's not
Miss-
doxing.
No.
Miss Ardane. I haven't had the pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine, I'm sure. Any girlfriend of Charlie's is a girlfriend of mine. Or Harley's, sorry.
Oh, I believe that is what the neonates refer to as shipping, yes?
I love her.
Oh,
Can we keep her?
Oh, another voice. So let me see if my notes are correct. Must be the Toreador.
Yes.
Cassandra, I believe, the famous singer.
Oh, that's easy. She's famous.
Oh, my reputation does precede me.
I hope that you can trust your new signator.
Me too.
Expedited exit.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I've been hearing things, but we know Nosferatu don't turn each other in. We're not uncivilized. We're not Lasombra.
So about that.
Oh, right. You do have a Lasombra with you, do you not? Oh,
No, that's
how
the problem.
uncouth of me.
That's the problem, man. We don't have the Lasombra with us right now.
Go on.
I got a hold of a local by the name of Jackson on the
Yes,
net.
yes, I know him well. Jackson, the circulatory system, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. I got
Used to be a Giovanni Ghoul. That's just weird.
really. He would have the connection then. That does make sense.
Yeah. Sometimes they source their blood from local
Dead
let's see.
people.
Yeah, funeral parlors. A number of them are owned by the Giovanni.
The longer the small talk goes on, the more of a hole Charlie is just staring in Harley.
It's a growth business.
Right.
Honestly, and, if you're going to, invest your money in anything, that would probably be the way to do it, especially in our line of work.
Right. Well, we got jumped and she was taken by another La Sombra. We've got some suspicions about someone we met in Elysium, and I need info.
Oh, yes, the Kara you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yes, she's new to the city. From the looks of it, she's attempting to become a harpy.
She's a spy. Burner.
Who does that?
She's a spy. She's a bot. Burner.
It's so hard to get good help these days. I don't suppose I could convince all of you to stay here in Seattle. Miss Cassandra, I understand that you have harpy experience. The Primogen ship is probably going to be open, considering how well the Sabbat are attacking the financial sector. Charlotte, you could possibly become Venture Primogen.
We're needed elsewhere.
Again.
I'm holding the phone over towards the group so they can talk, and I'm shouting to the driver, "Left!"
What is left?
We're driving.
Trying to track down Helena?
Yes.
Was it?
Close enough.
All right.
It's not even a real name.
Who really goes by their real name these days?
I do.
Me.
I do.
When it suits me.
You're so young, all of you, aren't you?
Nuh-uh.
I turned 100 last year.
You noticed.
Yes. You have a century under your belt. It's quaint.
What are we dealing with in this territory?
Well, there are a bunch of Sabbat.
Define a bunch.
Let's just say that when the attack happened in Vancouver, the shrewdness of Cervantes was that if your enemy goes to ground, I believe is the tactic, leave them no ground to go to. What's the point in attacking, say, Vancouver or Seattle independently when you can hit both at the same time?
What kind of force are we looking at here?
Probably not much in that area of the city.
Good.
I believe, again, if my notes are correct, you've gone to Elysium.
I'm sorry?
Elysium.
We were there earlier, yes.
You noticed the state of Elysium, correct?
Yes.
It's a little hot under the collar, I guess would be the best way of putting it.
That's an
Some might
illusion.
call it that.
It is an illusion, yes. It's to distract the Sabbat from the bulk of our forces until such time as Prince Cross can get them to a certain point. I believe his tactic is to push them into the ocean.
That would work.
Do you think that'll work?
Stranger things have happened. Plus, you're going away from that, so it'd probably be best to stay away from that for at least a little while.
Well, wait, we're heading east, and if they're planning on pushing... Oh, god damn it! Oh, no, we're gonna be right in the middle of it. Fuck.
We're always right in the middle of it.
No, at this point, you are very much so on the other side of it.
Oh, so the push already started.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's
The
only
Elysium is actually on your side of the push. I believe the forces are going to be engaged once they realize that they've been duped, that their Prince Cross isn't actually where they think that Prince Cross is going to be. Then I believe it was termed by a neonate recently, that's when the fun begins.
So the direction that we're heading in, there's only a handful left because the rest have grouped up elsewhere in the city.
Correct.
Okay, this will be maybe a little bit easier than we thought.
Well, I should hope so. I mean, with the lovely Cassandra and Charlotte there, I personally wouldn't be caught dead in combat. So I would hope that all of your outfits are kept splatter free.
I don't plan on fighting anyone.
That's the way some venture go about it. Yes.
I'm wearing black for a change.
It is a color that definitely hides bloodstains.
It's not my jacket.
All right. Well, ma'am, if you could arrange for at least someone in the clan to maybe just be in a general neighborhood in case we need a get the fuck out of here card, it would be appreciated.
Oh, I believe Quentin is in that area, adjacent to that area at least.
Okay.
There aren't any Nosferatu in there right now.
Good. But tell Quentin just we're heading towards that spot that you sent me. Just have him handy. I will message you on the net if we need him. And
excellent.
We'll just need someone to help cover our retreat.
Yes. So I believe that'll take care of that. Charlotte.
Yes.
Do you have any business dealings that you're going to be taking part of soon?
Oh, I always have room for business dealings. I do have to catch my friend, but I'm sure you have my number on Shrek 2 or whatever.
ShrekNet, darling.
Yeah.
ShrekNet,
of course. Yeah, just have your people call my people. We'll be in contact.
Yes. I'd like to keep my ear to the ground just in case there's anything that you happen to be not so non-hostily taking over, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, of course. We'll be in touch.
Excellent.
She's lovely. Where has she been?
Cassandra, I am looking forward to the new album.
You should. It's going to be excellent.
I hear something about a boat and theme. Nautical, I believe.
It's going to be mystical, I think.
Oh, mystical. Excellent. So I will bid you all adieu.
Thank you, ma'am, and I do intend on repaying this later on down the road or coastline.
Excellent. So,
Thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
And I hang up on her.
Yeah, the line goes dead.
She works quick.
There were only 4 of us in the room when you signed the contract for the album. How does she know all that already?
Well, we did take photos and post them on social media.
Did you already write about what the album was going to be about?
No, but I mean, we arrived in a boat and,
Doesn't
probably
the
doesn't take
Google
much
have
to put
access
2 and
to
2
our
together.
thoughts?
Not yet.
No.
Plus, she's a Nosferatu. The second we had that contract online, she probably saw it.
I suppose I should count myself lucky she didn't pinpoint me in the conversation.
Or it just goes without saying that she knew who you were already and didn't need to flex.
Elimination.
Yeah.
We're not going to be here long enough for it to be a problem.
Yeah, we'll get your girlfriend and we'll go.
There's not a lot of them in the area, so that's good.
Girlfriends?
No, the people holding her.
Oh.
We should still plan the tact first. And then I put on my brass knuckles. And if we need to, we got this.
If there's not a lot of them in the area, then they probably don't. The ones that are there probably don't know who we are, except for the one that took her. I imagine that they're not particularly high-ranking
No,
over there.
They're going to be shovel heads.
So let's do our best to not make a big mess of things.
We may not have to until we get over to her.
And I tap the driver on the shoulder now that I'm a little more calm. You can turn right whenever it's convenient for you.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then... Hold on. Straight ahead from here. We're good.
All right.
And I look up the map that Cleopatra sent me, and so I can maybe give like an approximate, like, okay, we're like a few blocks away, or however much longer we've got.
The sense from the Bloodstone is leading you just to the south of that area.
Okay. All right, so she's not... Hold on. All right, she's not at the actual building. At least I'm not... Hold on. All right, now go 2 more blocks south, and then straight 3 more blocks, and then we're good.
All right.
Ow. It's wearing off. That's perfect timing, actually. Ow. So, do any of you actually have $1 million in cash laying around?
Yes.
Not in cash.
Okay. Because, since it's relevant, I do have an arrangement made with the CS. All they want right now is just cash. I asked for quantity versus quality. We need to just suck it up and deal and go looking for the good stuff when we actually get to wherever we're going.
Don't care right now.
I figured. But they'll need the cash tomorrow.
Okay.
Look, we're gonna get her back.
I know we are.
Duh.
Yeah, that's not really a question.
And why do I get the impression that everyone thinks this is my fault?
No, it's her fault. She's the big tough one.
Okay.
Yeah, she should be like embarrassed.
Imagine getting a special rib cage and not protecting your back. Like, you can literally see in front of you. I told her she should have gotten eyes.
In the back of her head. Oh my god, I remember that.
Stupid.
I wouldn't be discussing her tactical decision making, at least until we're out of Seattle.
We're not speaking Spanish.
Or Irish.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, Spanish is significantly easier to learn than Gaelic, and actually this perfectly illustrates why I'm brushing up.
Well, I mean, I already speak French, and that's like the good version of Spanish, so.
They don't speak French down south of the border.
I speak Spanish.
No, but I bet
French,
they
and I
speak
can attest to
dinero.
Well,
that. Good Spanish.
Thank you.
This is, I mean, the junior high Spanish is, I mean, it's passable, but... All right, so how are we...
Let's go get Charlie's girlfriend.
Yes. One step at a
So,
time.
like, what is our plan going to be?
Well, the 2 beautiful women are going to go out in front while the brutish men try not to frenzy in the background. And then we'll try and talk our way up to whoever staked our friend, and we'll get her back.
Okay.
Okay.
If they don't know who we are, then we may be able to convince them that we're here for the transport.
And if they do know who we are, I'll break their minds.
That works.
Good plan. I see absolutely no ways that this could fail or go wrong.
It's okay, I'm the backup plan.
Yeah, try not to blow up any cars until, like, everyone is out and away from the vehicle.
I used all of my C4. Harley's the only one that has any left.
And
Well, same goes for Harley. Try not to blow anything up while we're still in or near it.
It's on the boat.
It's on the boat, and you don't need that when I'm ready.
And let's not go crazy or get paler.
I'm good on the first part right now. The second part, I'm hungry and I can't make promises.
Uh-huh.
Good start.
At least you're honest.
I'm going to try. Her and I actually had this talk before we went to go visit the CS. And I am very well aware of the fact that a lot of us, and I kind of look over to Charlie, a lot of us are kind of sitting in the shit. And measures are going to be taken to make sure that it doesn't get any worse.
You all wouldn't let me bring the priest.
Well, it's a party boat and priests don't belong on party boats.
I didn't have a problem with the priest. Technically.
I think we all know Elena would have ended up throwing the priest off the boat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or
She's going through a rebellious Catholic phase. That happens to most teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Charlie, are you going to be okay?
To be determined.
All right, I'll sign on that line with you. Okay. All right, hold on.
Let's do this quick.
All right, yeah, all right.
You're pulling up pretty much right near it.
Stop the car. We're here.
All right. Chill out. The driver pulls over.
I'm gonna roll down the window. I'm going to use Sense the Unseen.
Sure. You wits and aspects roll.
Okay.
Witty specs.
Mm-hmm.
Wit specs.
Wit specs.
Of course, if we start that particular joke, we're going to be like episode 20.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be like, give me a wet specs roll. And everybody's going to be like looking in their book like, what the fuck is that? Wit specs.
I've got 2. I was debating on spending willpower, but that's probably not a good idea right now. 2 successes.
Go on.
No, you're gonna have to do a bunch of murdering later.
Yeah, I've got 3 out of 4 willpower right now. I'm not spending any more. So 2 successes on the roll.
So you blink a few times and you get kind of like you don't really see anything over where you're sensing it from because there's a bunch of like kind of smaller buildings in this area, and you're kind of getting the feeling that it's in one of the back alleys.
All right. Let me go scout ahead. I will be right back.
Good idea. Don't get caught.
That's not going to
Jinx.
happen. Someone want to open the car for me, please?
Door kicked open.
I'm at hunger 4, but I'm now invisible.
Fuck. Told you to eat someone.
That's
jackass.
We're coming. It's coming, dude.
The fuck is wrong with you?
We're gonna
You are
eat.
just- it's like your stomach is kind of wrapped around your spine at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Can you like unspin that?
It's on the menu. It's on the menu. Okay. You just gotta hang in there for a little bit longer.
No, how about you take a back seat for a little while, and then I'll take over, and then maybe murder a couple of your friends just a little bit.
That's why you're not taking over right now.
Why do you always have to be such a pain in the ass?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so to speak.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Mm-hmm. And I step out of the car using unseen passage, and I'm going to make my way to the bloodstone signature.
Making my way. So you kind of sneak through the back alley. There's somebody sleeping propped up next to a just kind of a dumpster. There's the various kind of metal trash cans that are kind of all rusty at this point.
There's someone sleeping?
Yep.
No one can see me.
Have one job.
Nope.
Damn it, Corey.
Corey always stops for snacks.
I'm going to Hunger Zero.
Oh, wow. All right.
Are we not supposed to do that anymore?
That's a stain.
Mm-hmm. And that takes me out of obfuscate, but we're fine. I'm going to use Dex and Stealth from here on out. Assuming that was a mortal and not a Sabat lookout.
That's an assumption.
I've never heard of a kindred taking a nap. That's all I'm gonna say.
Could have been pretending to take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you didn't do a good job of it.
Close my eyes here, just quick. Whoops.
Oopsie, got diablerized.
Again. Damn it.
Damn it, Mike.
Mike had one job.
So you're at...
Is this what you get for sleeping on the job, Mike?
Yeah, Mike. You're at Hunger Zero.
Yep.
Do you want to pop back into Obfuscate, or do you just want to...
I'm going to Dex and Stealth it from here.
Give me a Dex and Stealth then.
Okay.
And your Sense the Unseen is still out.
Okay.
You got any of that sweet Silent of Death?
I do not. I've got Cloak of Shadows, Unseen Passage, and Ghost in the Machine.
Oh, that's not gonna work out for you then.
No, it's not.
Ghost in the... Whoops, you're dead.
All right, but hey, it's 6 clean dice.
It is 6 of these fine level up dice that are...
I'm spending a willpower. That was shit.
Oh my god, it's 6 dice. Just kind of went out the window.
At least you can't beat Shield.
Yeah,
Right.
Possible.
One success. One success.
You're a little bit...
I'm blood high.
You're a little bit high from the fact that, you just drank somebody dry. So you get up, you're like, okay, I gotta stealth this. You stumble a little bit, and then all you hear is crash, bang. You don't even realize that, with the amount of strength you have with potence, you just kicked over one of the tin garbage cans. It's all over the place. The lid goes skittering down the alleyway.
Fuck it, I'm gonna lean into it. I'm drunk. I'm acting drunk. Let's go ahead and go that route. And
speaking of,
yeah,
what was in the blood?
I don't know what was in the blood.
You are high as a kite right now.
Oh my god!
You are seeing colors.
Oh, so
patterns.
So this was. I'm on a recreational journey right now. Okay.
Let's just say that in V5 they don't quite have rules for magic carpets, but yeah, you're on a bit of a ride right now.
Corey is discovering himself.
How far away is he from us at this point?
He's away, isn't he?
You like with the limo, you didn't actually bother closing the door. I don't think anybody did.
No.
So you would definitely hear the crash, bang of the garbage can.
Just slowly look at the other two.
You know how we said nothing was going to go wrong?
I don't remember anyone saying that.
You didn't believe that, did you?
No. Not when Harley got out of the car.
Is this the part where we go after him?
Is this why him and Elena have always been paired up? Because he needs supervision?
Probably.
And I just thought of something. So if Harley's tripping his ass off right now, and fucking Sense the Unseen is still up,
Oh God!
he's having a bad time right
Get out of the car and just slowly walk in that direction.
Wits and awareness for Corey with +2 dice is of Sense the
Weren't
Unseen.
we supposed to get out of the car first?
And you
We
beat
were, but nobody listens to us.
He was going to scout ahead, and then this happened. So
Don't mind
I'm
me,
already
just
out of the
making
car.
snarky comments.
I was out of the car, walking, just look back at the other two.
2 successes. You disappoint me, sir. No, I'm kidding. You're kind of stumbling around a bit, and you're like, kind of looking at your hands, like, yeah. And you hear, oh, fuck, not again.
Yeah.
You look over, you see like a guy that's kind of like, he's got long, kind of what looks like greasy, straight hair that's down. He's got like a trench coat, brown trench coat on. And he seems kind of hazy, like grayish hazy. And he's like looking at you like,
Hi.
you like vampire types always like just fuck around in my alleyway.
You're not a vampire? What are you?
You're observant.
Yeah. That's one of my many gifts. You look different. What's your story, bud?
I hate this. I really hate this right now. Why shouldn't I kill you?
Because I'm a cool guy that you want to know.
If you touch me, you're
No.
gonna pull back a bloody stump.
I'm crushing your head. So, hey, what is your story? Just curious. I'm just in the neighborhood. I'm looking for a friend of mine. Have you seen her?
She happened to belong to that jacket. He points to one of the garbage cans, and the garbage can is showing you vibrant colors.
Yeah. She
Sense the Unseen is going on.
That's her. Oh, that's her fucking coat. Oh.
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody dumped it here, and then they ran off like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Where do they go? Gosh.
I don't know. As long as they're out of my alley, that's all I fucking care about.
Like direction, bruh. Gosh.
Give me another wits and awareness. As we reenact
That's 3.
a lot of scenes from Kids in the Hall. As you're like crushing their head, your eye kind of lightly unfocuses a bit, and you can see kind of like an outline around this particular person that looks kind of like a bipedal rat.
Oh, hey, dude, we, you know what? I'm just looking for my friend. We are,
Okay.
I'm just looking for my friend.
Sure. Can you
I,
do it not here?
they went, well, if you show me the direction that they went,
I don't know what direction they went. As long as they're out of my alley, that's all I care about.
I look, We don't mean to be intruding on your turf. I understand that your kind and my kind, we don't always get along very well.
That's just mean. Why would you say something like that?
Hey, if it makes you feel
I get along with everybody. I
Well,
mean,
if for what it's worth, like we've personally killed some Black Spiral dancers. If that helps make my case for us.
sure.
So, where did they go? And we will get the fuck out of your alley.
I don't know where they went.
You are okay. We're fine. This is a waste of my time. And a
And
waste
he
of your
like
time.
reaches over, he grabs the jacket, and he pushes it towards you, and he's like, "Please leave."
Dude, this is so oh man, this is so cool. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good, and we'll stay out of your way. We're good.
Since it's a black jacket, give me another wits and awareness.
Okay.
Since I've been slowly walking, I like to imagine I'm just standing right behind Harley at this point. I haven't said
Yeah,
anything.
pretty much, yeah.
Just standing there watching.
That is 3.
There's a bit of blood on this jacket.
Yeah, and is there a hole in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And all right, you have a nice night, rat boy.
Fuck, now there's 2 of you. Jesus,
Night.
please
Oh.
get out of my alley before more of you little things show up.
And then we show up.
Oh, hey,
For fuck's sakes.
Is our friend bothering you?
You're all bothering me.
I just
hey,
met you.
I didn't even say anything yet.
Right? Like, we just got here.
I don't care.
They
You like pretty people show up and then like bodies start showing up. Just zzz,
okay.
zzz.
You know what? I don't want to be in this
Confidence thing?
gross alley anyway.
And I start walking over, and I'm completely forgetting the ratkin or whatever the hell that is behind us here. And I hand Elena's jacket over to Charlie, holding it up so he can see the hole in the back. Hey, they dumped her coat, and this is where she was keeping it.
And your new friend didn't see where they went.
He's being, I think the term is recalcitrant.
What?
Or reticent. He's being reticent to provide the information that we need. He states that he hasn't seen where they went.
I'm just gonna look over at him. Is this a we have to do a favor for you or pay you thing, or is this you don't know?
This is an I don't give a shit.
Cool.
You don't
What,
care.
what would it take for you to give a shit?
Money.
Okay, how much?
Lots.
Go on.
10 grand?
Cool. Give a shit.
All right. I can put out some feelers.
Now, this is like an immediate, like, need to know, bud. Like, time is of the eternal essence here.
Oh, please.
20.
I know subtlety. Subtlety ain't walking down an alleyway in this neighborhood looking like you guys.
There's going to be more of us in the area.
Especially cheekbones over here.
Nah.
Pointing directly at Charlie.
A word of advice, my newfound friend.
Ain't your friend, pal.
You ain't my pal, buddy. He doesn't.
I'm gonna stab him. Like, I'm seriously gonna stab him.
Are you high?
Oh, he's flying.
Just fold the coat over my arm. How fast do your feelers work?
Yeah, pretty fast.
Define.
I could probably have the information in about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
Fine.
What are you looking for?
The owner of this coat, or the people that dumped it here.
Yeah,
Or
it was a-
both.
One would lead to the other.
All right, I'll see what I can find. He walks over. There's like a pipe that's kind of sticking out of the one building that's about yay big. And you watch him basically kind of meld into that and disappear. Like face first. Just
He's one of the rat.
Ew.
He's one of the rat werewolf guys.
Do you think
Ew.
he has
Ew.
Venmo?
Everybody has Venmo.
Okay,
Yeah. Or just PayPal him if he's really that poor.
probably.
And to answer your question, yes, I'm on a little bit of a journey right now.
And how did that happen?
I had to eat. Remember?
You had to eat?
Me.
Because I recall your job being reconnaissance.
I'm no good at reconnaissance if I'm on even shorter hair trigger than Charlie is.
So why'd you
not
go?
really good at reconnaissance right now either when you're
No.
playing at like opening the doors of perception either.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, he did find us a jacket,
There's that,
so that's something.
and found us a person that can maybe actually find us somebody.
We're going to have a talk about this, but until then, you're grounded, mister.
I am. Yeah, I'm not.
Let's get you back to the limo, honey.
Oh,
I'll wait here.
I don't want to go to the limo. At least you are going
We'll
to
turn on
need
the
me.
fancy lights.
I'll
Don't
wait
give
here.
your mother any
Pretty
lip.
patterns.
Sold.
I'll wait here.
And
I'll wait with
Harley's-
Charlie.
Harley's gonna let himself be led back to the limo.
I'm gonna take him back to the limo and turn on the like fancy lights that they have.
Shouldn't-
yeah, it's like cash cab in there. It's
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Charlie, how tough are the rat werewolves?
I never met one.
You think they could, like, rip and tear like the other werewolves?
I mean, they're probably.
Okay.
He was kind of big.
This is weird because he's just a rat, right? He'd probably hear us.
I mean, the halfway stage is still pretty big.
Uh,
I don't really know how it works.
we might have to have a talk.
About what?
About helping us more?
Oh, him. Okay. We can,
I mean, you guys shouldn't make a bloody mess, but if some random rat werewolf did,
I
that's
don't
just
know if
nature, right?
I don't know if I would trust him to differentiate when he goes in there.
I don't need to trust him to do anything.
The point is to not have Elena die along with him. I don't trust him to differentiate. We probably all look the same.
Okay. I thought it was a good idea.
so you're waiting approximately a half an hour or so.
Yep, just holding on to the coat.
Since Charlie is the numbers guy,
hmm
it is literally 29 minutes from when he said it. 29 minutes and 57 seconds.
I've been counting.
You see him pop out of that particular hole. It's like, all right, cool. Cheekbones and suit lady.
Beautiful suit lady.
Beautiful suit lady. Sure.
Thank you.
Whatever. Kind of prefer this guy, but whatever floats your goat. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to judge.
I've got info.
Okay,
You're not gonna like it.
I figured I wouldn't.
Apparently, they're gonna load her up and send her up to Vancouver to
That
some
tracks.
guy named Servals.
I know who you're talking about. Where are they?
And he gives you like an information to get to like kind of a dock area that's in that area of the city.
Not the dock that we're parked at, a different one.
Yeah, different one. Yeah,
Okay. How far away is this?
it'd take you about 5 minutes to get there.
Great. Do you have Venmo or PayPal or?
I got PayPal.
Okay, give me Give me.
And he like walks over to you with like a Sharpie, and he like grabs your hand and he like writes it down on your hand in permanent marker.
He'll blend in. I just literally like as he's writing it letter by letter, I'm just typing it into PayPal. And just, I think 10K is probably like what you max out on anyway. So just send that.
Yeah.
And it's sent. Okay.
And then he like straightens up a bit. He reaches not into his back pocket at all. Clearly not. And he pulls out his phone. He's like, cool. Yeah, you already sent it. Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Radigan, for your help.
Hey, that's mean. Why you get?
You didn't introduce yourself, so I just,
You called her
suit lady, cheekbones, calling you what you are.
That's just mean. Look, I don't go
It's
around.
funny. It's funny.
I don't
You can
go
laugh.
around saying you guys are fanging and banging or anything.
You should, because I do both of those.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right. And he's just head first into the pipe once again. And that's a good point. Take a bit of a break. Had to work in the fanging and banging, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, this whole alley scene has been my favorite.
So everybody, thank you for watching, and come back in about 5 minutes and we'll see if they're able to rescue Elena.
Probably not.
Not at this rate.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going back to boats. Just shocked.
Walking out of the alley with Charlotte back towards the limo, where the strobe lights are going off on the same side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally like Cash Cab because it's not like an actual like strobe ball or anything pops down. It's basically the entire ceiling and certain panels lights up and.
Oh, they look like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Cass is just petting Corey's hair.
Just lean in. We have a location. It's 5 minutes away.
Okay.
Yes, we're going.
Yeah.
Is this what it's like all the time, Charlie?
No.
Okay. This is a bit much.
I mean, not for me, probably for some other people. And I just like walk through the limo to the driver thing and just, hi, we need to go to this address that I'm now giving you in character.
Oh, yeah. He like takes the address and like, hey, I know where this place is.
Great, that means we'll get there faster.
Well, I wouldn't say faster. This time of night,
I would.
Traffic would be kind of a pain in the ass.
We can start driving whenever you're ready.
Oh, yeah, sure. And he starts driving.
Oh, we're moving.
Yes, we are. So, as we probably already suspected, they are trying to put her onto a boat to go back to where we came from. And we.
So, what did we learn about leaving notes before we skip town?
They were gonna be here anyway.
Yeah, but they didn't know she was gonna be here.
Anyone can look at a map and realize that we could only go X number of nautical miles on the fuel that we had in the boat, and Cervantes would know how much fuel we had in the boat, and so it would have been a rather logical leap to figure out that this would have been the place that we were going to go anyway, even though he's probably got packs north, east, and south of Vancouver, and the only reason why he doesn't have any packs west is because of the fucking ocean.
You could have gone to Tacoma.
Could have gone to Cabo.
That's farther.
I would have had to get out and pushed the boat to get to Cabo.
I mean, they
And?
have fuel pumps at the dock. We didn't have to do the Prince and the blah and the fla. We could have just pumped it full of gas and vroomed.
No, yes, that's the prince and everything was for all the other things. Like if you want more than one outfit for a while, if you want more resources, money, if you want food. So we don't have
I
to
wanted to
we-
not get kidnapped.
We had all of those people in the bottom of the boat, and Charlotte can have them Amazon drone us clothes.
Duh, Jeffrey.
to the ocean.
She's super lonely right now.
Yeah. I mean, how else do you think millionaires get stuff when they're on their mega yachts?
It comes out on another boat.
And drones.
But they've got arrangements made with the locals for that already in place. We don't have that luxury. We are, for all intents and purposes, gone in the wind. With no one to help us except what we can make for ourselves. And we were going to have to go talk to somebody somewhere, and we were going to get found sooner or later. Just the timing sucks.
I think you guys are biased.
Right?
When you said your expectations low enough, you can never be disappointed when you're right.
It's your mom and your girlfriend. You guys are going to forgive her for anything.
Oh, I told her not to leave the note. I was just as confused as the rest of you.
The note. The note's not that important when you really.
If somebody told me I couldn't have something in specifically note form, I would do everything in my power to make sure that they were proven wrong.
Yeah,
And Elena yelled at me so much when I texted Connor, like once. Is no one going to yell at her at all for leaving that note?
I wanted to.
When she's not kidnapped?
I wanted to, but we were coming up on the dock and we had to change what we were thinking about.
Well, I'll expect you to yell at her when we're back on the boat.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna grade you on it.
We'll give it a bit of buffer time. I'd like to not yell at her the moment we pull a stake out of her.
Nope.
Well,
You've waited long enough. That's how we got in this situation.
well, to be fair, I'd prefer not to see Elena eat Charlie quite yet. And if he starts yelling at her as soon as we pop that out, she's gonna be all, "Rah, I'm Elena," you know.
It'd be kind of romantic. They'd be together forever.
It's true. Under the stars.
Speaking of which, sorry, knife time. Speaking of which, when we get to the boat, or when we get Elena, we should probably. You're gonna hate this, Charlie, but we should probably keep her staked until we get back onto the boat.
Oh yeah.
She's a liability.
She's gonna be
Harley,
a tornado when we pop her.
Are you going to be of any use in your high off your ass state?
I'm working through it right now.
He's gonna be the one to get and carry Elena.
Yeah. Actually, hold on a second.
You have a wheelbarrow for her?
I'm going to. I need to try to burn off some of this blood. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rouse for. I'm gonna rouse for resolve.
Sure.
And I passed it.
Good job burning off that blood.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Mm-hmm, but so I'm now resolve +2.
Okay.
Oh god, I can taste it now. I'm getting better. I'll be fine when we get there.
You're still grounded.
No,
While I agree with you all on the assessment, if we are stuck, then we need to unstake her because we won't get out of there dragging weight. But
Well, I mean, we're not going to get out of there anyway if she just turns into a big old blender.
that's what I mean, is if we get cornered, then we might need the blender.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know.
She's a grenade.
Nah.
More weapon than person, after all.
But we're not going to be able to pop her and be like, okay, now let's run.
No.
That's not going to happen.
No.
No.
And really, I mean, that if we do get into that sort of a circumstance, she's staked from behind, so it's easy to fire and forget, so to speak. You just pull it out and give her a nudge.
Like a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Also, you're assuming that they won't be reasoned with.
Expectations and setting them low, remember?
I've got to admit, it doesn't seem likely.
I am happy to let you attempt to reason with them.
Wonderful.
I mean, you are the one who won over, Oh, I've already forgotten his name. The Zamitse Charlie had killed.
Alexandru.
That's the one.
Ah, good guy.
Not really.
He was before we dropped a building on him.
As good as any of us.
Well, I'm speaking as one who was under that particular boot heel. No, he had that coming. Alex was never a nice guy. He just pretended.
Oh, come on. If you killed everyone whose boot you were under, I'd be dead.
There's a difference, though. You actually, dare I say, care about your employees, so to speak.
I do care. That's why they gave me the Boss of the Year mug.
By the way, that I have that set to auto order again for you.
Good.
So
Thank you.
So when we do get there, Charlie and I will definitely hang towards the back. You guys do what you need to do. And
Ooga booga, ooga booga, man smash.
And I want to reiterate, you have my full permission to reel me in if you need to.
I don't need your permission.
Well, it helps me feel better if I'm at least aware that that's something that's going to happen. And
right. Thank you for your permission.
Right.
I value your opinion.
Mm-hmm. If, however, if we do see that Kara there, what are we going to do about her?
Up her very quickly.
That's probably the best bet. She doesn't seem real interested in reason.
Okay. And so, I mean, hypothetically, if we come in there and she's the person greeting us, are we ripping her head off and using that to knock on the door to ask permission to get into the building?
Well, I think it depends if she's on her own. If she's got her own little goon squad, then, you know, that's what it is. But if she's on her own, we have Charlotte.
Okay. All right. I will follow y'all's lead. We'll be fine. In
It's
theory.
at this point that the partition comes down. You can feel that the vehicle is stopped, and the partition comes down. The driver says, I guess we're here.
Thank you, and I open the door immediately.
After you,
So
ma'am.
you get out.
All right, Cassandra.
Let's
Rolls
do
up.
it.
Thank you.
You get out, and you see that it's kind of like this would be where the smaller boats are kind of put aside. Not yachts. This is like, you know, you get on and there's like maybe 12 people per boat. But the activity seems to be happening around the largest of the boats that's there, which is not quite as big as the yacht you guys have, but it's fairly big.
Well, there it is.
It's not a very big yacht.
I don't think it classifies as a yacht.
More like a tugboat.
Let's-
What's the layout?
The layout between where you guys are and the yacht, there's like kind of the walking dock area. There's 2 or 3 security yards that you can make out that seem to be out there. And then they're kind of like looking back at the yacht, kind of not sure what to make of what they may be hearing or seeing in the yacht.
Let's do this quickly, please.
Okay, girls first.
Okay.
And we'll head up.
I'm literally like right behind them, like almost uncomfortably.
I'm right behind Charlie.
Yeah, you can just see like the left foot, right foot, like right behind them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cassandra, can you make a good first impression, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
How good?
Just
The gooder, the better.
The gooder the better? Because I can do, like, good.
Make
Maybe
them
7 out of 10.
Make them able to communicate still with us.
Yeah, don't make them drooly.
Okay, so awe it is then.
It is.
Wait, does Charlotte have awe as well?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It is manipulation and presence versus their composure and intelligence, which is not very high. Hello, kitty. One of those. That was a fairly good roll. It's gonna get crushed though.
That's 4, 8, 9, 10. That is 11, please.
11 successes. Yeah, that beats their 4. It was a fairly good roll for them. They only had 5 dice. I mean,
Aw, preciouses.
so they're both kind of like glancing back over their shoulders, like not quite. From the looks of it, their faces, they don't quite know what to make of what's going on. And then they look over at Cassandra, like, hi.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. Hail Cain and all that. We're from the Vancouver Sabat.
Yeah.
We're here to pick up, that.
No, it's praise Cain.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, we're here for the precious cargo.
Precious cargo. We're here to pick her up. We're going to take her on the boat with her name on it.
Wait, she's already on the boat.
Oh, I think you have the wrong boat.
Oh, no, wait. This is the one we're going to send this one up to Vancouver. It's going up to Copernicus? Or
No, you guys need to stay here. Seattle needs to be taken over.
I thought we were pretty much already done that.
No. Don't you know that they have an
it's not
entire...
even on fire.
Yeah. Their Elysium is in perfect condition. You know that's a fake, right? Fake fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cain would be
Alright.
way disappointed in you.
Mhm.
What? Fake fire? How did they do that?
Magic.
Huh. Wow.
We need to move her to Cervantes' personal boat.
Okay.
Could you
Okay.
please allow us and enable us to do that?
You want to get on the boat?
Yes, please.
We need to pick
Okay.
up the precious cargo.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Are you going to accompany us to show us where to go?
Ooh, an escort would make me feel really safe.
Really?
We do need to know where to pick her up from, specifically.
Well, it's not like a huge boat. It's probably like, I don't know. In the
Do you want this
lower
beautiful
part.
woman over here to have to look around? This
Oh, no,
dingy boat?
no. Yeah, you're right.
Save us
Okay.
the moonlight time, please.
Get to work.
Oh, sure. And they're like almost falling over themselves, just trying to like get ready and be like, okay, let's put down the stairs, put the stairs down. And then they're like, do you need help on the boat?
Sure.
And one of them like literally gets down on their hands and knees in front of you so that you can have that extra step up. Like, the other one's like,
Oh, yeah, I very much utilize that extra step.
Heal.
Oh, praise Cain.
Yeah, so they, the other one, the one that's down is like, as the heel kind of goes in right near where his kidneys are. And, they're helping the rest of you onto the boat. Are you all utilizing the new step?
I will
Obviously
be
Charlotte would,
I will be
yeah.
the last one to use the step, and I might put a little bit of potence into my foot, but not enough to.
I still have
You're
I still have +6 armor. I'm not going to utilize him as a step. I'll crush his knee.
Harley definitely hears kind of a crunching noise as like one or two of his ribs kind of like give way.
Pathetic.
And the other one's like, okay, do you want us both to come or just me?
Somebody has to guard.
Oh, right. Yeah, you stay here.
You simp.
Come on, I want to go. No, you stay here. Stay is the step. I think they like that. Oh,
He really did.
right. Yeah, I'll stay as the step. And then the other one is like, okay, I don't know exactly where she is, but the entrance is over here. The door, yeah, let's go through there.
Okay. Can you make our presence known? I'd rather not have to explain this again.
I don't know if I can.
Why not?
We just like knock or whatever. Like we don't have like a secret code or anything. There's no like text this number and then like they'll know
Introduce
that
us
it's
when they
us.
open the door.
I don't know if they'll do anything.
Introduce us
Oh,
when
yeah.
they open
Okay,
the door.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
I understand.
I know, I have that effect on people.
Think of us like an honor guard to take the precious cargo back where it belongs.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll just open the door and he got literally crushed with that roll. So he's like reaching back with his arm and trying to like open the door while looking at Cassandra. And he fails. So he's
Open
like
a door.
reaching back.
Hey, eyes on your work, fuckstick.
I'm supposed to be looking at her. Right?
Open the fucking door.
Allow me. I literally just like come up on him and just reach behind him and open the door.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Like he's still buffered between me, but just
Yeah.
open the door.
Champ.
Just give him a slight push backwards into there.
As he walks backwards, the rest of you see him disappear. Like, not disappear as in obfuscate or teleporting with obtenebration or oblivion, whatever they're calling it this week. You just see him like get kind of like horror movie like yoinked away from the door.
That's not good.
No.
I'm gonna kick Eyes of the Beast on really quick.
Ditto.
Okay. Eyes of the Beast.
Mhm.
I love that song. So you can't blink a few times, but you can't. It's like gray and hazy in there, almost as if there's a massive oblivion thing going on.
Don't you have a thing for this, Charlie?
Yes, I do.
Is our relationship finally going to pay dividends?
I've got something for this, and I'm gonna walk away from the door.
Okay.
Judging based off of the yacht we were on in general layout, I'm looking for basically the onboard toolkit.
Okay.
I'm coming back with 2 flares.
Ooh.
So noted.
I just hit one and point it forward into the shadow and just walk straight in with the magnesium going.
The shadow does not fade. There's no, like, it seems to wrap around. Like, it doesn't seem to touch the flare, but it wraps around the flare as you hold it forward so that it blocks any light from it.
It's fine by me. I hit the other one and just hold it again, like close, like not like on me, so I feel the heat and stuff, but like point it away from me just to kind of like see if I can buffer at all as I just go in.
There is no buffer whatsoever.
All right, I'm trying anyway. I'm going.
You feel amazingly cold. You've experienced oblivion before and how cold it is with Elena around your neck. This is easily 100 times that. Like, you haven't felt this cold since you were just fighting in the war in the winter conditions. It's like cold that seeps through your bones.
I'm gonna be behind Charlie. Can I stack heightened senses with Eyes of the Beast, Storyteller?
You can.
I'm gonna do so.
They are 2 different powers.
Yep.
You can't see, like, if you hold your hand in front of your eyes like this when you're going through, you can't see your hand. There is nothing. It's almost as if you're walking into oblivion itself. And the supernatural cold hits you And it feels like it's, even though you're at hunger 0, you feel kind of your beast kind of rises in the back of your mind and tells you to get the fuck out.
We gotta do this.
Ladies.
I'm not dumb. Hell no.
I don't blame you.
What good are we going to do in the dark?
None. Would you like for us to talk to the dark?
I'm the one with the low composure. I had to walk in.
Is my resolve still buffed, by the way?
It is, yes.
Excellent, thank you.
So the other 2 are not proceeding.
We'll stand at the door.
Yeah, we'll stand guard.
Guard. We're guards.
We'll stand presence.
I'd probably stop a little bit once I've crossed the threshold and maybe try to like reach my hand back and like wrap my knuckles on the door frame. Trying to, knock. Hello, the house.
You can't even hear your own voice. You're still in the black.
I'm gonna keep walking forward then, and if I bump into Charlie,
Actually, I'm gonna step to the side until I can actually feel my shoulder hit a wall.
You can't.
Like, if I just keep going.
You feel like you may have been walking for any time between 5 seconds and 30 years, and you don't feel anything. And then suddenly, both of you kind of fall forward into what seems like it could be a cabin. There's like black oblivion like shadows in a circle around it, but it seems like it could be a lot larger than what the boat actually has in it. And the floor is like kind of the water resistant like wooden floor that would be on kind of a standard boat. The wood itself, ordinarily you could tell probably be brownish in color, but this is kind of like black and slick with blood, and there are patterns scrawled seemingly from a hand all over the place.
Any familiar ones?
Intelligence plus occult.
Intelligence plus occult. And in the middle of all of this, you can see body parts and destruction, and Elena with her back to you, sitting cross-legged.
Stake still in her?
The stake is still in her. 4 successes.
Yep.
You're taking a quick glance, but it's after you've seen Elena. Just try to like orient yourself, and you kind of, that symbol over here kind of looks familiar. The symbol over here might be the same thing. They're similar in the same language, but you can't quite tell.
I can't decipher what the intent behind the symbols is.
No idea.
No. So it's just Elena in the room?
And there's a bunch of body parts.
Well, besides the body parts, but the only physically whole person in the room is Elena.
Correct.
And us two. Okay.
I'm gonna hold one of the flares out to Harley, magnesium pointing away, and then just walk towards.
You hear a voice that is like Elena's, but different, kind of echoey and just weirdly off. Oh, that's not nice. And then black tendrils reach out and grasp the magnesium flares and start pulling them away from you.
I'm gonna resist.
Yeah,
I figured you would.
I'm rousing strength.
Excellent.
I'm at hunger 1. That was short-lived.
What the hell's wrong with you? Get out of here.
Don't you want to...
No, I don't. Nope, I'm good.
Yeah,
I am 100% good if you walked the fuck back out there right now.
And you are what they would call a textbook definition of a wuss.
Storyteller, I'd like
and alive.
Burn.
Storyteller, I'd like to resist with composure resolve to pass through the tendrils.
Okay.
That is a 4 crit, so 6.
These tendrils are incredibly solid.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4 for me to physically resist the tendril pulling the flare from. Yeah.
It pops out of your hand.
God damn it.
I'll just let it go. It's also not nice to be so inhospitable.
The tendrils go back into the swirling. Oh, I did not recall. Your friends are here too. This is wonderful. And she kind of like melds sort of back to her feet, but you can tell that the bones are moving and the body's moving, but it's not right. And she kind of comes back and looks at you. You know who I am, Charlie.
Do I?
And the oblivion thing disappears, and Cassandra and Charlotte can see inside the room now. I have been guiding you this time.
And you are?
I have many names. You refer to me as Malkat.
Why are you here? And I point over towards Elena on the floor.
She's the one
that's the body in front of me.
speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you going to walk her out of here then?
It is an interesting body, yes. But no.
And why are you here?
They were being very tricky.
Apparently.
I had prepared that you would, how would you say, escape Vancouver. But they captured her. I did not see that coming.
We're trying to undo that, so...
You would have failed without my intervention. They were about to leave before I got here.
I appreciate that. What can we do now?
You can escape. Much like pieces on a 5-dimensional chessboard, you are helped and hindered. I believe it may be Nosferatu.
If you're not going to walk her out of here, then we need to take her and go.
Not yet. We have time.
We have time before we have to escape.
Yes. Preferably take time to escape. There is fighting. Lots of fighting. Near where you would have to go.
Cross was pushed to the sea.
Where are the people that did this?
Yes.
Interesting.
You did that through her?
She's very powerful.
What's with the sigils?
You'll find out.
Thank you, Eldest. Now, hold on. When you said Nosferatu was involved, do you mean my eldest?
Yes. He has taken a liking to the Sabbat.
We're fucking dead.
There are things I must warn you of. This seemed the easiest way.
You could have... Eldest, I'm sorry, but I'm fairly well versed in my clan's history. You didn't have to go through all of this to let me know that...
Oh, this was for her benefit. She's somewhat linked to me now. I have to tell you, Corey Vanderlinden. There are Nick Tutu around.
How many?
At least 2.
Oh, God.
The Nick Tuku. They are, well...
I'll tell them.
He knows.
I'll tell them.
Yes.
So there's 2 here in the city?
There are 2 in the area. Not necessarily in the city, but they will find you if you don't leave.
Is I don't even remember how to pronounce his name. Is Abdinsalard awake? The eldest.
Yes.
Is he here on the continent or is he elsewhere?
I don't know exactly where he is.
Fuck.
But some of us are waking.
That's why the Sabbat's back. Oh, God damn it.
There are theories.
And everyone else could probably like this. You've never seen Harley like actually legitimately scared before, but this is one of those times.
But please, Charlotte, Cassandra, come in. And you're looking at basically Elena staked that is moving around as if nothing's wrong.
It's just Elena staked, moving like nothing's wrong. Let's go.
Yeah, it seems totally good and chill and fine and not bad at all.
Please don't mind the mess. I would have cleaned up, but there was no time.
Is this some weird Destiny stuff again?
Yeah, it is.
I don't want a destiny.
My Destiny be vacation.
There will be time.
I'm going to break off from the conversation. I'm going to be taking pictures of the sigils, and then
Okay.
I'm also going to be spending some time on my phone. I will fill you in later.
I would very much like to take Elena out of here and back.
Not
Where
yet.
we are. No, I'd like to take her out of here and back. Where we're going, it could be the hotel. It could be the it doesn't matter. I'd like her to not be here.
Charlie, if you will permit.
You're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, you are correct.
Oh, are
respect
we gonna have to
that.
go to that awful place again?
And Elena's body pokes you in the forehead, and you immediately feel a lot calmer.
Just me?
Yeah, just like it's almost as if the Malkavianness drains from you. There. Isn't that better?
I mean, I guess, but it's a lot quieter.
Cassandra,
What?
you seek vacation.
Yes. But, like, I know how to find beaches all on my own.
Skip the first two.
I lean over to Charlie. Are either of the first two Cabo?
No, it's San Francisco and Los Angeles.
But they have such good parties.
Well, then the next two are San Diego and then Cabo.
Not on the beaches. There are Rokia about.
What? Isn't that a television?
Rokia? No.
It's a cell phone, Charlie. Come on.
Oh, okay.
No.
Right?
It's not one of those either.
Oh, my destiny is the worst.
You don't know, do you?
No, I don't. I've actually kind of kept to myself for a good amount of time and getting into a whole mode of discovery. You all notice Charlie's voice like dropped a full register and it's just straight talk at this point. No, I've kept to myself this entire time. I've kind of avoided the rest of this.
The Rokia are shape changers.
Great, we've met one of those already. They helped us get
I
over.
met like a bunch of those.
Not like this.
Would you care to elaborate and finish the explanation?
They are. What is the term that is used? Sharks.
That is a term.
What?
They are were sharks.
That's
That
the coolest thing I've
sounds
ever heard. Oh my god, do you think we could surf with them? Because, that sounds like the coolest thing ever in the world ever.
I
Are
feel
they
like the
like-
beach won't be the problem if we're already on the water.
What if they leave the beach, though? What if they go
No,
into the street? Then they'd be
Oh my
street
god, like
sharks.
land sharks?
Yeah,
Are they not afraid?
that's jawsome.
Apparently not.
I want to take a selfie with one.
They're still full of a lot of wonder with everything.
I wonder that is a word.
It's very excitable. It's
Wish
nice.
I was a were-shark.
In Cabo, you will have time.
Certainly
Okay.
hope so.
For sunbathing.
Good.
Well,
But you must be
Alright.
aware. There is someone who seeks you.
isn't there always?
In Cabo?
Like, welcome to the world. I'm Cassandra. People seek me.
He has read the letter.
We kind of figured that's what this was about.
This was not about that.
Oh, good. That's better.
Is it?
What was this one about then?
No, I'm being
This-
sarcastic.
This was about someone moving pieces that they shouldn't have been moving.
Pronouns, pal.
Another antediluvian.
So, hang
Can
on.
they find, like, new chess pieces? Because we have, like, stuff to do.
We're trying to get away from the chaos and the death as much as we possibly can. I understand it's not exactly the most viable thing here, but
Can we go to
trying
Mars?
very
I can
hard.
call Elon.
There's no
That
atmosphere
is my
on
favorite
Mars.
planet.
We don't breathe.
It's the red one.
No, the atmosphere is what diffracts the sun and then keeps us from getting full sun exposure. We die in space. It's not
true.
all. I don't know why everybody keeps thinking that we can go to space. We can't go to space.
It's dark.
But it's like so dark in space.
Yeah.
With a giant ball of light, unimpeded.
That never sets.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't we just go to the other side of the planet then?
It's also
Where the
dark
sun
umbra
isn't shining.
Is the
that
distance
you don't
travel.
want. You don't want any part of that, dear Cassandra.
Yeah, well, you also thought we didn't want any part of were sharks, so I'm not sure you're up to date on things that are cool.
Yeah, you clearly don't understand us.
I've rejoined the conversation. Do I have that? Do I have that information that I was asking about, Steve?
That part of the ShrekNet goes down as soon as you mention the word Niktuku.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
You're like mid-typing the other part, and then it's like, I've been disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as like people are packing up electronic pieces and running away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so somebody here was moving pieces around, not directly connected to Cervantes, and now we still have to worry about Cervantes, but this is something entirely different. How complicated is this going to wind up being?
I could explain.
I don't feel like it would help.
I
It would be
can.
easier to show.
Do you all want to take a look as well, or is this just going to be a me thing?
This is a you thing. I know how this story ends. I've got everything up here already.
Go figure. Come on.
And they reach out, grab your head, and then everybody wakes up in the umbra.
Even me.
Everybody!
Everybody.
Damn it!
Even those of us who really didn't wanna.
Look, I tried.
Attempts were made. And it is an old city. It reminds you of kind of like if you've seen pictures of ancient Rome, like stone and work, like brickwork and various tiling, etc. This is where some of us are.
Okay.
This is the second city.
I know that. I know that name. It's one of the few I know.
This, because Enoch was the first city. I can't remember the name of the second one right now. Wait. This is... Oh.
It doesn't really have
We
a name.
we
There
shouldn't...
is no name.
We shouldn't... Eldest, if you'll pardon, we really shouldn't be here.
Well, I imagine they know that.
I'm aware that you are not supposed to be here.
This place also isn't supposed to exist anymore,
Those are the theories.
apparently.
They go ahead. You have a question?
Well, I was going to say, Eldest, that if this place is still here and it's not supposed to be, isn't you bringing us here just in general going to set off some...
Oh, no.
Okay, that's what I was concerned about.
You will be fine.
I don't think we're technically actually here, but we are here. It's that kind of thing.
Yes. From this place, they are moving against you.
Great. Wonderful.
Each of you has a part to play, including this one.
Yeah, we went over that back in Vancouver.
So-
They are trying to interrupt that part. They very well may have succeeded against her had I not intervened.
Okay.
Well, thanks for your help.
I'm appreciative of
Yeah.
that,
Big preach.
but would like to know the soonest that we can get her back to safety and what we're going to have to deal with in the transit of that.
There's
Because bluntly, I was about ready to kind of do what you already did, but
We had a talk.
well, I was still ready for it.
that is why I intervened. You are not to fall.
So,
You must help prevent this one from falling further.
They're falling.
That's what I-
Good fucking luck.
we're working on that.
Do we really want to throw stones? race
Are
to the
we?
bottom?
I had a talk with her. We were going to work on that.
Are you?
Now, is that before or after you got stoned mid-mission?
I did step over a dead body on the way over.
Yes. And the body reaches over to Corey and touches your forehead, and then all of the feeling just melts away. Much better.
I understand that whatever have to prevent that, have to help with that. I've been trying. Not going so great. And I just sort of gesture around, not just to Elena, but the group at large. Clearly,
Don't lump me into this. I'm the moral compass.
Oh, God.
If she falls further, she will wassail in the fight against Cervantes.
you think I don't know that? you, do, you think
You
I
do
don't
know that. I understand you know that. I don't think your friends know that. I don't think
I
your
think
friends
we're all clear.
Elena's
No.
going to turn evil. Not really surprising.
She's already turning. That's the problem.
It is not evil. It is
Faith.
loss. If she wassails, her humanity is doomed. Her mind is doomed. She will be in a perpetual state of frenzy. And
Not
there
that
will be
perpetual.
nothing you can do about it.
and not even that perpetual, because it's one of those burn fast and hot things.
Eldest, I've known Elena the longest out of the four of us here. I fully understand the ramifications of what happens to her the further she slides. And the rest of the coterie, whether or not they are willing to publicly state otherwise, also understands deep down. And if we are not released from whatever this obligation is to the eternal struggle, it's going to be a done deal.
They're saying that it's going to come for us whether we want to or not, and that's why we need to actually stop.
There is no release from the eternal struggle except for final death.
We've tried, and you're not the only one pulling the strings, and I guess we should on some level be thankful for your interference, but then on the other, Eldest, when the time comes, whatever is going to happen is going to happen, whether or not You're tugging our strings. Absimilard is tugging the strings. Cervantes, whoever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Cervantes does not tuck strings.
Cervantes would disagree, but alright.
Allow me to share with you.
We were already here doing the sharing.
Come closer.
Nuh-uh.
They're just going to come closer to you if you don't go closer to them.
You keep your creepy touchy fingers to yourself.
It's Elena.
Well, Elena should keep her creepy touchy fingers to herself, too.
That's fair.
Look, we were all doing, like, real good, and then all of a sudden Destiny showed up, and, like, Charlie and Elena are shacking up, and everyone's losing humanity, and we're dropping buildings on really cool people. Like, everything seemed to be pretty good until you were all like, oh, you guys have fate and destiny, and now we all think that what we do matters.
Well, not everybody.
Instead of just enjoying ourselves.
It does.
It doesn't have to.
It's
Things can
always
just
has to.
happen.
Look, up above me.
I'm gonna look.
You see a large red star.
Okay. I appreciate its fashion sense. At least it has the good grace to be dressed right. Unlike all those other dumb stars.
Stupid yellow star.
Right?
Wormwood. That's its name.
It is.
And I assume it brings about the apocalypse?
Yes.
In a manner of
Well, then all the more reason to party beforehand.
you will have
If
a
the end of the
chance.
world is coming, I don't want to spend it fighting and priesting and all this dumb stuff. I want to party on a beach. With sharks, apparently.
Probably have a Bible study once we get back on the boat.
It reaches Elena's hand out to you, Cassandra. Allow me.
Not happy about it. But I'll take its hand.
I understand. And you get a flash. And it reaches out the hand to Charlie. Everyone who has touched Malakav in this state kind of flashes their brain out of existence for a moment. Link hands, everyone.
Starting Bible study early.
And your consciousness fades, and you are on a beach.
Oh, yay.
The sun is shining, and you look over, and Cassandra is on the beach, relaxing. But Cassandra can see Cassandra on the beach. And this seems to be in the future. But before, and Malakav is there as Malakav, but before that happens, this is part of the reason why I need you to protect Elena. And the smell and whiff of fire, you can smell like burning, and you're all in an area. You're looking down over a fire-soaked city, and Charlie is there, unconscious, in torpor, with a giant hunk of wood through his chest. Cassandra's there, kind of broken and bloodied. Corey's there, beaten down. missing an arm. And Charlotte is there.
Damn it.
And you know that it would take a lot of damage to take Charlotte down. And Charlotte is there. And Elena is there, but she is standing triumphantly, holding the neck of Cervantes as he's kneeling at her feet. And then black tendrils wrap around his limbs and his head and pull in every direction. This is why I need you to protect Elena.
Eldest, she would probably do that to him whether or not she was in Wassail.
It's not the Cervantes part, it's everything around it.
She wouldn't have been able to had tonight transpired the way Assimilard wanted.
It's not the killing Cervantes part, it's the bulldozering through everybody and everything to do it part.
To protect you.
Even if it means breaking us in the process.
I've seen enough.
And you're back at the beach in Cabo.
Eldest, what's Similard's next move?
It will occur on the next phase of your trip.
Okay.
There will be an old woman who approaches you. It would seem a reasonable request. Do not do it.
Understood. Are there Nektuku down there as well?
They will be following you.
Are they following me or us?
And one of the same, isn't it?
There's a difference.
Did not like, so similar, did not like that you broke one of his toys.
Okay. Okay. Wait, that still requires some clarification. Me personally breaking one of his toys, or us collectively breaking one of his toys? Because that's happened multiple times.
Yes.
Not at this point.
God damn it. Alright.
Most of what has been thrown in your way has been because of Assimilard and potentially the Ventru antediluvian. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, honestly.
Who is on our side at this point?
Good question.
Just you against the world?
Not against the world, no. I believe, what was her name again? Ariel might be on your side.
I don't know who that is.
That is the Toreador
Okay,
antediluvian.
that's a good start.
She might be. She likes Cassandra.
Who doesn't?
Right?
I'm surprised.
Prime example of a shining descendant.
Great, so we have 3
She's
members.
descended from Helena.
Yippers.
I don't know who that is either.
Helena of Troy.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yes.
I mean, obviously.
No, yeah, it just kind of puts the whole myth in a different light.
There were 1,000 Ventru boats. Something about
You're right.
Oprah's.
Face that launched 1,000 ships and we can't even get fucking one out of the harbor. Come on, guys.
We're trying.
That was good.
Malkav even laughs at that. Oh.
All right, so I have a question. So is Elena gonna remember all of this when
Oh,
we
yes.
pop her? Great. She's gonna take this stellar.
She has given permission.
Oh, okay. That actually does make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, okay.
That does. Thank you for at least being nice enough to ask.
Yeah, we do appreciate that.
She's gonna remember everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Charlotte,
Yes.
Oh, it's your turn.
your businesses.
What about them?
You're going to need them.
Well, yeah. Without them, I'd be poor.
They are under attack.
By the usual suspects or magical destiny stuff.
Yes.
As we've learned, it's always yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of intertwined at this point.
Yes is someone different. Yes is an Archon and in Vancouver, I believe. That's something completely different.
Oh, good, an Archon finally showed up.
Took them damn long enough.
Only took a Sabbat incursion.
They were busy. There's a
Why can't we use that excuse?
Zemissi in New York. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, about that. While I have the clarity of mind, who is that?
That would be the Zemissi Antediluvian.
And what do they want with me?
Have they been in contact with you?
Not directly, but New York is definitely on my radar.
As far as I know, it still slumbers.
Well, we all know how communication works through our kind.
Honestly, I'm still asleep. So,
Figured.
Is
Okay,
your,
well,
Similar.
consider that a heads up.
I'm sorry, say that again, Steve.
a Similard, on the other hand,
Is awake.
Oh,
he
good.
stirs.
Looks like all the pieces are coming together.
In for 1,000 years, sure.
I love chess.
I have a lot of work
I
to do.
don't. Chess is hard.
If you wish, Cassandra, think of it like a recording studio.
Okay.
Who is in charge of a recording studio? The producer.
Yeah, as long as you're asking the producer.
That is exactly my point.
The person in charge of a recording studio is the talent. Without a talent, there's no income.
Again, that is my point.
You're the talent.
Well, then we should be in charge and get to say no to this shitty contract. Let's renegotiate.
This is the renegotiation.
Malcolm wanted us to stay, remember?
No, because I refused to listen to this Destiny stuff then, too.
Picked up on that.
And look where it got us. All right. So we're renegotiating. What are your terms?
Oh, I don't have terms.
Then what are we
The term-
renegotiating?
The terms are keep Elena from falling to the bottom, and keep ahead of the ones that are pursuing us.
Which we were already going to do.
Well,
Not
we're doing
with
one
the
better than the other.
Tutu.
That is nice knowing that they're out there. So I do
If you
appreciate
did not
that.
know that they were coming, perhaps you might have stayed in San Diego for a bit too long.
Now I'm hesitant to even stop in San Diego.
And they were never heard from again. Great.
That is always a bad option.
All right.
Great.
Eldest, we've got our marching orders.
Yes. Charlie.
One thing before we go back. If everybody here is going to remember everything, Elena's going to remember everything.
Yes.
Before I go back to normal with my difficulty of explaining things. I just turn towards the other three. Show them wassailing. Show them what happens.
Everyone link hands again.
I just hold my hands out to the group.
Your existence fades from this particular area. And you're in a city. You're kind of seeing first-person perspective of what's happening. And there are tendrils of shadow shooting out from you and reaching to buildings to pull yourself up. And you can tell by the boots that you're in Elena's body. And the memory that flashes through your mind is a large clawed, three-fingered hand reaching down and tearing Corey limb from limb and destroying him, turning him to ash. And from that, something happening to Charlie that you're not quite sure what it is. He just stops and falls over in torpor. And Cassandra getting staked and left out in the sun. And just the anger bubbling up of each of these just compounds into one another. And then you can see Elena killing massive amounts of people in various frenzies. And then you see it's almost like a light switch going off, just darkness coming over her eyes and just nothing but animal feral instinct running and killing and stalking prey and destroying things. And Elena looks up and you can feel like the hot blood coming down her cheeks of just anger and remorse and pain. And there's that brief second of animal instinct to try to run as the body that you're in forces itself to stay as the sun comes up over the mountains of where she is. And you can feel like white hot searing pain in your eyes. And then that's when the vision fades.
I think I put the wrong one on a leash.
That's why keeping our humanity is important. That's the thing I can't put into words. Not just for her, everybody. That can be everybody.
That is why you must retain your humanity.
Wanted to put it out there while I had a chance to, before it all just jumbles up again.
Thank you.
I will do what I can to keep you as much away from this as possible. I've always tried that.
Me too.
Charlie is one of the special ones from my blood. And I've felt through him the connection to all of you.
All right, so say we do it. We, fix Elena all up, patch her soul up with some spackle, and Cervantes rolls around and, she doesn't wassail and murder everyone, and we either do or don't kill Cervantes. What does the next night look like?
And you are automatically back on the beach in Cabo. Vacation.
Why didn't you just say so?
Like a forever vacation? We do this, we fix Elena up, she doesn't wassail, and you're just like voip the fuck out of our lives and we get to go back to being like normal people every night?
No.
Because there's always more, isn't there? There's always a fucking addendum to every contract.
It's called the eternal struggle for a reason.
It is, yes. I can get you some vacation.
And then what? When do you show back up and say, hey, guess what, bitches? I've got another mission for you.
I'm trying not to show up. If
They show back up when whoever becomes the major players in the plan finishes their part and they go on vacation.
What if I don't want to be a major player in anyone's plan? That's not me.
It's the eternal
Like, Charlie's
timeshare.
special. Charlie's special, and I get that. And Corey's a little in love with Elena, and I get that. And Charlotte's really good at what she does, and I get that. But I'm just me.
You are the heart.
But I just want to be a dumb girl.
You are not dumb.
But that's all I want to be. I just want to go to parties and throw parties and another sentence about parties. That's it. I don't want to save people's souls and I don't want to run Fortune 500 companies. I just want to make specialty cocktails and watch balloons drop at midnight.
You will have opportunities to do this.
That's what vacation's for.
And then it's back to work.
Everybody is part of this. The only difference is that some of them exist to eventually be in somebody's way.
The advantage I give to all of you is that you know. And you can try to avoid at certain times.
And I'll go more into detail later, but knowing what's out there behind us now, really knowing what's out there and behind us now, is going to help us progress further along safer. I'm scared shitless for a reason, Cass, and I'll tell you later about it. We are fucked until we get out of this.
We've been from jump, Harley.
It's compounded interest now.
What if we all just, weren't together anymore? I mean, Elena keeps expecting us all to abandon her anyway. Is that really worse than us all dying and her going like murder crazy?
You,
What if
you
we just
saw-
weren't all together?
You saw what happens if we're not all together.
No, I saw what happens if we're all together and things
No.
go badly.
No, that thing I just asked Malkov to show all of you, that's what happens if we're not all together with this continuous decay that keeps happening. That's
You
what
I
all.
mean- Harley did a perfectly fine job of keeping her 90% sane for like a bunch of years before we all showed up and we're like, hey, guess what? You have to have a heart. Hey, guess what? You have to have a family. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe she was totally better off before we were a family.
She was not.
It was a cat and mouse game between us and the Camarilla and Cervantes. We were never fully 100% safe. I was just able, when it was just the two of us, I was able to take more calculated risks and not have to be constantly throwing Hail Mary passes hoping that we're going to score some points.
Well, I mean, not to throw your own words back at you, but that's the eternal struggle.
That is true. Yes. The unfortunate reality is now, though, that once we reached out, we actively plugged in. I knew that we were still in the shit, but I was able to stay ahead of it. But we stopped to get involved. And that's what got us going on this road.
This is true.
Besides, it doesn't really matter if we're not together anymore. We've already come together. Anything beyond that is worse.
And the reality of the situation, if Elena wanted to split off from the rest of us, she's not going anywhere by herself. I would be going along, and then that connection is still there. I'm still in the picture, and with as entrenched as we are as a family now, if she disappeared in the middle of the night with me right behind her, I look over at Charlie, he would be right behind us. And then you two would be right behind him. That's how it
Not
would
if
happen.
Charlotte fixed our brains. What if we put in the cheat codes? She can be our game genie.
Do you really want to go through all of this not knowing what's about to come at us?
Yes! I know everyone says ignorance is bliss, but that's because it's bliss.
It's bliss until it kills you.
Oh, welcome to today. Everything's bliss until it kills you. Drugs or bad men or wassail, nothing's changed. You get hit by a bus.
Been hit by a bus. Kind of
I mean, when you're human. Life was never a guarantee, and it's not a guarantee now.
No, but this is the cheat code, Cassandra. This is the cheat code. This is the game guide. This is the code book.
I am the game genie.
What is all this nerd stuff?
I don't know, but I think it makes sense. This is what you're getting at. This is us knowing how to play the game.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna do it because I care about Elena and stuff, but I don't know. I know I was a lot happier before I knew all of this. That's what I know. I know I was a lot less afraid, and I know I had a lot less responsibility, and that was how I liked it. Now I'm afraid and I'm running. And that's all we seem to do. And we were just supposed to go to Cabo, but even that's destiny now, too.
Doesn't mean it always was.
It was
Yeah,
not.
but I don't want to know the destination. Life's about the journey.
Still is.
No, not now that we know the ending.
We have a
don't know the
map.
ending.
We have a map now.
Yeah, we have a map. We don't know the ending. We don't know if we're going to die when we get to Cabo. We just know what's on the way there.
Oh, that
Didn't
would be
he
a
just show
surprise.
us like 4, or she just show us like 4 potential endings?
4 out of what?
You
Do you
are
know how many endings there are?
You are changing the game even now.
This
That-
this conversation is putting thoughts in our heads, and that's going to influence our decisions later.
That's the point. It's a web. It's a cobweb. It's if I could reach out and just and pull it, you would see just the threads that constantly run in every direction and just fork off. We saw 4 outcomes out of I don't even know the number.
And he knows a lot of numbers.
None of it's set, Cassandra. None of it is set.
You all appreciate that because you like control. I don't. You all want to be in charge of stuff. I don't.
I don't want to be in charge of anything. I don't want to be out of control.
Because you like control. You like seeing the cobweb. You like seeing the different paths, and you like seeing the different endings because you can never just party your way through a situation.
Have you seen the
None
other
of
ones
you.
with me?
Yeah,
You've met other ones with me, right?
some of them.
Yeah, that's out of control.
Well, some of them seem to be enjoying their lives a lot more.
Some of them don't know the thing that they're in that moment. Some of them
Good for them.
some of them don't know the next sentence that they're going to say. Not even like
Good
not
for
even
them. I don't know the next sentence I'm gonna say.
You have
Like
some-
literally ever.
No, you have some idea. You have some idea. You have
Oogledy
coherent-
boogledy poogledy.
and you knew that too. You have some coherent thought
I
process.
didn't expect that.
Like,
Because Cassandra
I-
says that Malkav seems to like, I'm losing the connection.
Cassandra,
And then you
I'm-
all appear back in the boat.
I broke him.
And then Elena is like standing there and she just falls over on her face.
I moved to catch her.
like this. I don't know how much longer this lasts before I go back to the way that I am, and that's terrifying because even that is barely hanging on, and I'm not ready to go back to that, and that's why I like control, because I'm terrified of being out of control. It's not the same as being spontaneous. It's not the same as living in the moment. It's having no rudder and no wheel. And I don't like that.
And I get that. I'm not saying you have to. All I'm saying is that we're different.
I get that too. I can't.
I get why this appeals to you. I do. But I hate it.
That's not the part that appeals to me. That's the nice benefit. The part that appeals to me is actually having something to give a shit about.
I'm going to start dragging Elena out of the cabin.
It's actually having
Understood.
more than just me to give a shit about.
And what a shame the first thing the universe did was use it to make you do what it wanted.
Be that as it may, I'm still gonna do what I can to take care of what I care about.
And I'm gonna do my best to go surfing with were-sharks.
Deal.
We might as well have fun on the
Deal.
way.
You know, the
If we
Street
can't-
Sharks reference. You were going to say something, Cassandra?
Nah, it doesn't matter. It was just something else stupid.
Oogly boogly googly.
Sorry about it, Malcav.
Is an ancient phrase that would fight against the antediluvians. Cass has
Oh,
discovered
man.
the secret.
I'm gonna hold off the end of the world with dumb nonsense.
that seems like a good spot to end this particular episode as the Malcav timer hits an end, and it's time for the coterie to make their way back to their yacht.
As I slowly slip back into Charlie.
A slow descent back into Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a half pipe, right? So you can just keep going back and forth.
That's the norm.
More like a bell curve.
So thank you everybody for watching and participating in the chat, and any bits or any subscriptions. We are going to hop right on over to Vancouver by Night channel and watch some Delve into Darkness as they are plotting and scheming some more with regards to potential friendship. So let's do a quick outro for everybody to get us over there. Tell us where you're going to be, what you're going to do, and let's throw Sam's stuff up here now so that we can do that and give a bit of a space, click on all of her stuff. We miss you, Sam. You'll be back with us next week, hopefully. And let's go with Brennan.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I'll try and do this real quick. I was Charlotte. You can find me at youtube.com/GiboVT. We're trying to do more stuff more often. So come hang out and check out some of our cool new perks for being a member or a patron. That's it.
From what I hear, there's a calendar option.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
how
a
is
calendar.
that?
I've heard it's sexy.
That's what I've heard. That's the rumor going on. Malcap told me. Next up, Zach.
I'm Zachary Vado. That's my Twitter handle, and those are my links over there. Today is Saturday right now, which means that now that we're done, if you go over to Gaming FTL, you will see me in the past playing my ministry character, guesting on Blood on the Grand Strand. I'm a baron that showed up to Myrtle Beach and just said, "This is mine now," and we're going to see how that goes with the rest of the group there. If you hop even further back in time to Thursday, you will have seen me on Martlet Games with Lex and a handful of other folks, with the start of the 3-part series, Ghouls Night. It is an all-ghoul mini-series. We're just going to run through the bottom of the rung of the Kindred world and see how these underappreciated folks survive in the city. It's a very busy month for me. I've got a lot of other games towards the end of the month, but we'll get there when we get there. And then ATL will be back in March.
And Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill, creative director at Martlet Games. Twitter, the socials are that direction. Now, let's see here. We've got Zach's thing. Lex is also working on something. Yes. I will let her talk about that. Let's see here. You'll be seeing Sam and me relatively soon in the final season of London's Bleeding. Fun times ahead there. Lillian's going to be the only one to make it out alive, I guarantee you that. And Steve, my Steve, is currently wrapping up Indie Anarchs, which you'll get to see me reprise my role as Brother Locke, the, we'll say, reluctant minister now. But other than that, fun times ahead there too. Love you all. Hope you enjoyed the deep dive on the lore there. Bye.
And Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I was Cassandra, the one asking the deep questions about surfing were sharks. You can find me, I believe, primarily on Martlet, where I will be soon starting up my Sabbat game, A Bit of Ultraviolence, which has some really phenomenal Sabbat characters, as well as a whole host of fabulous people coming into NPC for me. I'm going to be on a cult game of some sort in the next little while here, along with one shot I believe Sam is running. Basically, you're going to see me everywhere. You're going to get real sick of me real fast. That is it for me.
And this guy is Storyteller Steve.
What a cool shirt. Where can I buy that?
You can buy them at this link over here. Which is
That's so convenient.
Right? Everything is all in one place. You can get a bunch of stuff. You can get t-shirts. There's travel mugs. that are over there somewhere. We have stickers, and we have notebooks.
So much.
I know, right?
Bags.
And tote bags. Yes.
Go back.
Tote bags.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
want
Naughty
one
Voice.
of everything.
Random voice out of nowhere. So thank you all for stopping by. I will explain a lot more of our merch and where to get it over on Vancouver by Night in just a few seconds. So bye, everybody. We are going to raid over there now.
Bye.
Bye.